I'm baffled. I'm mind blown.
Yeah, they're 50-50, 100%.
50-50. It's incredibly close.
Yep.
These last 2 picks will really have to be like just awesome to sway me one way or the other.
Well, hopefully they can sway you good and proper with this final pick from Vice.
Yeah.
Wise, they ban out the Anti-Mage and the Ursa.
Which are both pretty good against both. Well, not really. LC is terrible. I mean, AM is terrible against AC. LC, not AC.
LC, yeah.
Yeah.
What else is there? There's versus the Morphling that you could pick. You could pick PL.
Storm. So it's a mid-Storm, which also matches up perfectly against Ember Bad Rider.
Yeah.
Terrible pick.
Very terrible. Like this Storm Spirit, it's
pick.
the one of most banned when you have Bat and Ember. Such a terrible pick from them.
Yeah,
shame on them for picking it.
Bristleback.
Go with the Bristol.
Now that hero is so good. I actually think they just want to draft this hero.
100%.
There's too many mind games going on. All right, I think what we need to do is get B-Cup in here and get his prediction. But first, of course, we need to hear from you guys and what you've thought about this game, of course, coming into it. And Twitter has said that it's 68% in favor of Execration and only 32% in Vice Esports. So do you agree with Twitter, Black? To keep in mind, they're like 5 minutes behind, so they haven't really seen much of the draft yet.
They didn't see anything yet.
They don't know what's going on. They're just monkeys on a keyboard.
I feel like it's pretty accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, all right.
What does B-Cup think?
Let's find out what
B-Cup
B-Cup think. Ben, what do you think of these drafts? We want to get your prediction first. Yeah, we're changing things up today. Ben,
I'm going first. I feel like there's a lot of pressure.
That's the point of it.
Yeah, I guess I got to go first, so it's got to be a little bit quicker. I didn't really have anything set up. I was still kind of thinking of a story in my mind. But, you know, it's not Christmas time, but the Ghost of Christmas Future came to me and said, you guys would all get a gift when I win Prediction King, and Vice is going to take this game.
Ooh.
Laying the hammer down.
I didn't expect that. He went against the expected outcome.
Wow, that is crazy.
Maybe. All your mind games actually worked. And guys, what are your predictions on the panel?
Yeah, I actually do not mind their draft. This Ghost of Christmas Future from B-Cup might be onto something.
All right, you're going Vice as well?
Yep.
All right, Black?
I mean, XCTN is pretty damn outdrafted. So Vice has a big lead. But I have, of course, to go for Execration.
You do?
I tried my best to manipulate everything I can to possibly win.
Ooh.
We'll see how that turns out.
Risky strategy, risky strategy. This Bristleback is an interesting pickaroo.
It's terrible, though. So bad, that pick, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why they picked it against Storm and Morphling.
Yeah, I should probably say something as
you
well,
jump in
right?
here and actually,
Legion.
Kind of forgot about
the game is
Thanks,
actually live.
Thanks, guys.
Very quickly.
Bristleback into Legion Commander doesn't feel right. Storm Spirit should have a really decent game, so I'll go with Weiss. I think also B-Cup is onto something, you know.
All right,
He's just accepting defeat. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you and go Execration. Let's ride or die together, Black. I'm going Execration. We're into the game, so we're going to let B-Cup on the cost take it from here. Enjoy game number 3 between these two teams.
Thank you very much, Nomad. Game number 3. It's not do or die time because it's not playoffs. It's just group stage. There are no playoffs. And we get on into the last one between Vice and Execration. I'm excited. I'm excited to see who wins this game. We've had 2 stomps. And I think this lineup looks good for Vice. I'm not a big fan of that safe lane Bristle. We've seen it struggle in the past. I think we saw it yesterday struggle in the past.
Yeah, it was not that good of a game. He joined the fights thinking he's Bristleback that cannot die, but you know, there are counters. You're not invincible. You're not Rikimaru. So, yeah, this hero can die.
Especially against this lineup where it just gets controlled, I would say. Shackles, Duel, Vortex. And you can use all those to make Bristle's life pretty difficult. We'll see how quickly Bob gets into an Orchid, if that's the decision he wants to go with. You know, you usually expect that from your mid-storm. Up against Ken, this Bob-Ken matchup again. It's the fight between Bob the Builder and the Ken doll. Ready to go one last time?
Storm Spirit has 3 CS, but tanks pretty much the full shield from the Ember Spirit. So yeah, I don't think he should have been that close to him to start with. Doesn't matter, has 2 denies now. It's Storm favorite matchup, so should be good nevertheless on the top lane.
Ooh, Onryu taking a lot of damage here in the bottom lane from RR on this Kato.
Something that we did not mention is a position 5 Legion Commander. I don't remember who played it. It was like a year and a half ago. It worked out. I also think Insania played it for Team Liquid, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, I wasn't really expecting that because we've been seeing so much 5-position Brewmaster. And I would say if I had to choose one or the other to be in the 5, I'd choose Brew.
Sure, but I guess they wanted to have a better laner. For Morphling, you can see Legion Commander starting items. Magic Stick gets 2 charges, pops it immediately, and with the press the attack, there's a lot of value from that spell, especially when cast on Morph.
Vortex on to Ken, just throwing some harassment out there, sitting 10 and 4 so far. Bob having an alright time in this mid lane, and you know, Zanky constantly throwing the press the attack.
Bottom lane, Bristle.
Bottom lane, Shackle in. Do they have the damage to get Yoi? Yes, they do. Onryu with the first blood. RR forced to run away.
This is not the start that Bristleback wants to have the ways of igniting game, which is gonna be really good early on. Cinder Brew, I'd say this is his best spell. Mid lane.
Ooh, Searing Chains, Fairy Fire, Bob with the Remnant, not gonna be enough. Ken under the tower will survive with the Fairy Fire. It's close, but enough there for Ken to get the kill over Bob.
Storm Spirit should not die in this matchup. That's just my vision of the game. But, you know, both of these players, they love to play aggressive. Considering how the first game went, there's probably some rivalry already happening from the previous games as well. So, you know, you will overextend, you will make a mistake, and then the other guy will punish you.
It feels like the big matchup throughout the series, Bob v Ken. So, 1 apiece so far. Brew getting that salve, and back over mid is Bob. Both these heroes having their bottle ready to go. 30 seconds until we get ourselves that 4-minute power rune. I could see the Shadow Shaman coming over towards mid. Not sure I really would care for the Coddle to come in, but maybe Pango joins. Not really too certain who ends up coming away with this one. Obviously, it depends on where it goes. Swashbuckle in. They're going through with this, trying to kill off Bob. He's rooted up. There's the Vortex. Press the attack. Not enough. Samael is here late. They look over at Ken. They have Shackle. They just don't have the cast range to grab him.
Again, Storm Spirit dying. He's level 4.5. Ember Spirit getting very close to level 6. There's also going to be a TP on the mid lane to refill his bottle. He's like, yeah, I'm good to go. So Storm Spirit needs to be careful. Once Ember Spirit hits level 6, you might die again. You need either to farm the jungle until you get level 6. Swashbuckle misses.
Bob just taking so much harassment now with BDZ standing by.
Either that, you farm the jungle, or Shadow Shaman just moves to the mid lane and stays out of XP range, but still close enough to be able to make a counterplay on the Ember Spirit until you get that level 6.
Tough so far. Press the attack. Going after Rapido for a second 5-minute bounty rune picked up by Zanky and Samael. And it will be 3 for 1 in favor of Vice. Does Legion at 5 offer enough? Yoi, hold on, hexed up.
Oh, they need to be careful, 5 stacks.
The Quills. Woo.
That was close, like one Quill stack would kill them. Samael will probably drop, and there he goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you talked about the Legion Commander 5. Bristle will die as well, so that's pretty big. Like, that's actually huge for Vice.
Now the Vortex over mid, BDZ is here, but he's got level 6, the Remnant over, and Bob dead again. This is feeling like a very one-sided matchup so far.
He made a mistake. Now he constantly keeps punished. A bit greedy, something that happened in the game 1 where Alchemist like tried to go and get a farm from the lane. Instead, he should have been in the jungle. I think the same concept can be applied here for the Storm Spirit. You asked about the Legion Commander. You max out, press the attack. You want to lower the cooldown, and just HP regen plus attack speed feels really good. But I started to talk about the bottom lane. Brewmaster got so much from that kill, like the solo kill on Bristle. He's level 6.
On the Storm.
Bob, finally level 6.
Shackle and Brew coming over. Slight BDZ. He drops low. Ball lightning forward, and this might be a second one. Ken dies. Bob's got a double kill. Anryu showing up late to this one. Not sure he was even necessary in getting those two.
There's 4 heroes from Vice on a mid lane. Like
Jumping on it.
Palos is on the bottom lane right now.
He's had a pretty free game at the moment.
He's doing okay.
They're going on Yoi again. Hacks, Ether Shock, Primal Split. Zenki's here, only level 3. It's a 5-position Legion, but they'll still get the kill. Now Ken joins through. Samael dead. Zenki soon to follow. Flame Guard with these right clicks, more than enough, especially with the help of
Brew will get a
BDZ.
kill on Keeper of the Light as well.
Zenki? No way. Ken, he's got Slight in 2. And Zenki gets away. He missed the Slight.
And the chains. He missed
Wow.
everything.
Okay, I thought he was dead to rights. Caster's Curse. Never mind.
Big stack for Bristleback. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. So this will get him back into the game.
What is that creep doing?
Creep's just scouting.
That creep just walked through the entire jungle. Shaco, Ball Lightning all the way over onto the Bat Rider. And Rapido, he'll fall. Vice still with a 2K lead, and now they're starting to feel a groove. Little funky baseline, getting in that groove, move around the map, doing their thing. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, Peppa Jammers, they need to get some more levels on their Legion Commander. Shadow Shaman is level 6, 8 minutes in. This is like perfect. Same goes for Brewmaster. He's about to be level 8, which is pretty impressive. You get so much value from the Spirit Vessel against the Bristleback. We saw a game in China yesterday where Void Spirit decided to rush it on a mid lane and completely destroyed Bristle.
Anryu chasing. Cinder Brew with the Thunderclap at level 4. It's a lot of damage real quick. Zenki going for the stack. Does he have it? Looks like he does. Ooh. Didn't grab it. The dragons got caught on each other. Not getting out of their own way. So all the while, Palos, he's got the Morbid Mask. He's going into the Manta style. He's sitting 3rd in the net worth, but the 2 above him are his own teammates. It's a good spot to be in.
Yeah, so far so good from Vice. They will pressure the bottom tower. A Brewmaster split is up. I don't think you fight into this, so you need to get something else out of the map. I see a movement on the mid lane. Ember Spirit doesn't really put any pressure. Bristleback has some tower damage with the right clicks. So yeah, they drop the wards on bottom and still be able to defend the tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
That's exactly what they're looking to do. Bob coming over, Anryu, Samael all TPing in. Zenki's here, but he's only level 4. He's desperately waiting for that 10-minute mark to grab a tome. I guess you can kind of find your way into becoming a core as the Legion Commander.
I think you still give Tome to your Shadow Shaman. You know, Legion Commander, him having level 6 is okay to be able to turn the Bristleback, hold someone in place, but I still feel you get so much more from the Shadow Shaman. Like, his spells are insanely good. He's the one who's buying the Tome. Let's see if he wants to share it.
Doesn't look like it. Actually, no.
Nah, it's mine. I mean, I've spent gold. You're not gonna spend gold in your position for to give it to something else.
You need that gold.
Correct
Fine.
choice here, I would say. You know, Shaman, one of the best scaling position 4s in the game.
Yeah, but don't you You're really looking for that duel at some point, right? Level 4 at 11 minutes in is desperate
He will get
for
XP
experience.
on the mid lane.
While he's trying to press the attack, chase on a Zanky. Ken putting some pressure on as Morphling will TP over mid and force Ken away.
I mean, you're just a support. So maxing press the attack is the correct choice here. Lower the cooldown, goes down by 1 second. The attack speed feels really nice. Shaman.
Searing Chains, Rolling Thunder, and Shaman killed off by Ken. A little bit out of position. Bob's TPing bottom. He's trying to get into an Orchid as quickly as possible. He's not too far away from it.
Bob managed to recover after those 3 deaths.
Yeah, second on the net worth, ahead of the Ember.
I want to see Rapido making some kind of action. He has Boots of Travel ready, has not been involved in a single kill. Like, you need to help out your team to be able to hit the right timings. Bristleback, you know, he's the hero that scales relatively okay, but like you want to get the most out of the hero, so you want to take a fight like right now, get some tower damage happening.
Serpent Wards bottom, Vortex on Rapido. They've got the shackles onto Ken. Lasso was used, but Rapido used it just to die afterwards. They've got 4 heroes ready to go if they continue forward on Vice, but not looking likely. However, Bob stayed pretty long. Searing Chains, swashbuckle in. He's got some mana to work with. I don't know if it's far enough away. Whoa, 24 health, and yeah, there's the final bit of damage that they needed with the swashbuckle from BDZ. Coming from behind, though, is Zanky, Onryu, as well as Samael, but Samael's first to hit the grave.
Get that Pango now. Swashbuckle available again.
Oh, Legion drops, Zanky dead, Pango low, surviving for now. The Pandas, though, oh, back to form.
Oh, he gets him with the collapse.
BDZ unexpecting that.
Yeah, he feels very dead. So not the best fight from Vice. I think they should have just bailed and left the Storm Spirit die there. Shadow Shaman already committed. So they're like, yeah, save your body syndrome kicking in.
Hard, too.
4 heroes dead suddenly.
But there's the Orchid for Bob. Can he get a kill out of this? He does a lot of damage onto the Ember. Just needs one more shot. Remnant away, but Ken safe for now.
What did he hex? He hexed a creep, I guess? Because it's on cooldown and I heard the sound.
I think so. Backing up, I think looking to smoke after this. They still don't have 6 on Zanky. Compare that to Coddle at 7, Pango at 8.
Morphling slowly, you know,
Ball lightning,
farming
now the
in
silence.
the jungle lane. All right, that's a big kill.
They got 1, they'll look for 2. RR slowed. Onryu trying to catch up. Won't be able to do so. Now you've got 6 for Zanky.
We didn't see too much of the Morphling. He's been silently farming, getting very close to his Manta style to be able to get rid of Disarm, Goo, sticking up palm charges, chains, whatever. It's a really good pickup here.
So just trying to take this tower. Powell's taking a lot of damage. They've got the Hex and the Spirit Vessel on EO8. Trying to defend the tower as best he can. Silence on the Batrider. Vortex coming through. Now the duel. I don't like that one.
Give him free damage.
Free damage to the Bristle. Lasso on the Morphling. Palos goes down. Samael follows suit. Oh boy.
That's
bad
a
fight
very
from
weird
Vice.
fight from Vice. Brewmaster did not have his split up for the 15 seconds. They still decide to fully commit, get the tower. Rapido still chasing. I don't think they can get it. So Ember Spirit, he actually decides to get a damage item, which I really like more here. You want to be able to scale, even though you're playing into that silence from the Storm Spirit. Like, you can get Yule Scepter right after this. Okay, goes into BKB. Also loving that one. Now just to be able to find Shadow Shaman, try to burst him in a team fight before he can get any spells off.
Oh, another smoke from Vice. Gave 10 damage to the Bristleback. He'll gladly take that. So far, a much better Bristle game than the one we saw previously.
Had only 3 deaths only in the laning stage, so Radiance can connect. They know where they are. Not sure what the Dire scan was. They scanned the tier 2 tower on the mid lane.
Went forward, and Bob already in trouble. Forced to ball lightning back onto the high ground. They've got the stun onto the Bristle, but is that who you want to go for?
Just ignore Bristle at the moment. And yeah,
just ignore the fight, apparently. Earth Panda back up behind the tier 1 tower. Manta finish for Palace. I don't hate this, him just trying to farm while this whole skirmish is going on.
Dire's structures are fortified.
BDZ, Hex, Serpent Wards committed. Quick kill on the Pangolier. Not sure they needed Serpent Wards on that one.
a bit of an overkill.
The thing is that they've been using these Serpent Wards pretty offensively to get towers and objectives. A quick kill like that kind of alleviates the pressure a little bit.
What you can do when the wards are placed like that, you drag like this creep wave and that one, and then you farm both of those to get some value out of the wards. I'm not sure if we can see my ping or not, but yeah, pretty sure Vepus is on point with what I'm talking about. Yeah, these wards.
Pound's going Scotty, so Morbid Mask, Manta, Scotty. Ooh. Hold on, smoke. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, and now the silence on the Ember. Not going to save Bob, though. Everybody's here, and it's looking like Shadow Shaman's dead, too.
Even Alassa was committed there on Storm Spirit, which I'm okay with. You know, it was a split second whether he uses his zip ball or not. So, better to secure it than say sorry.
Almost starting to feel like this is turning into a one-sided game.
I wouldn't call it one-sided, but
from the feeling of the beginning, it just since like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, they lost the lead. They lost the momentum with a couple of bad decisions, and now they are struggling to get back. Now they're like, yeah, we need to farm a defensive item on the Storm Spirit, and we want to farm on our Morphling because we feel much weaker.
Right. And the Storm dropping 1,000 gold behind the Ember. He once held a significant lead over the Ember.
Like that was a sick Orchid timing on him, considering how his lane went.
Yeah.
Then you had Brewmaster being level 8, 10 minutes in. Shadow Shaman was level 7.5. Like, you should use that in your advantage.
So 1K lead now for Execration. And they've moved up as 4 over to the top lane. Zanky, I don't know why, and maybe it's just because it's a Legion, but I feel like I'm expecting more out of a Legion commander. Obviously, it's a a 5 position, so that's
yeah. He only fed 10 damage
at the moment.
To Bristleback. Could have been worse.
Flame Break pushes him back. They'll get the tower, but now still smoked and leading forward. Palos just staying forward or maybe a little bit too long. Rolling Thunder comes in. That's what the Blink Dagger on the Pangolier. They'll look for the lasso. Ball Lightning to the back lines. They've got themselves the Orchid, the silence on the Bat Rider. And the Orchid burn with the damage from this Brewmaster is enough to kill off Rapido.
He's thinking about the duel, but that's a lot of damage.
It's a duel into a duel loss immediately. They're not fighting by the Serpent Wards. Bob's looking like he's next. He'll fall very quickly. Andrew trying to get something out of this, hitting away at Yoey, but it's almost like the Bristle doesn't even care.
Bristle is just too farmed at the moment. The spell lifesteal that he gets from the Eternal Shroud, never going to struggle with mana. Keeper of the Light can give him mana. Eternal Shroud on top of that. Zenki, I think he's forgetting that this is not the position 3 Legion commander. He uses press the attack on himself and then tries to go for the duel, kind of baits his own team into a disaster.
Dueled and died almost instantly.
Because they already had so many stacks. they're doing a good job just using the Storm Panda to control the Bristle and then deal with him last, but still, I don't think they have enough damage. Look at this, they just exploded.
He dueled with like 50 health remaining on him. Granted, it was a duel as another Quill Spray was coming out, and that's where the damage was coming.
So he has 150 bonus damage from his ulti, and then he has extra 20 damage. Like, he can get even more, because 2 more Warpath charges are available. So yeah, I would love to see, like, he's going BKB next item. Fine with that, you know, so that he can get that big smile. You know, things are going well when you see that. So yeah, with the BKB, he will not be controlled by the Storm Panda.
Right.
And I want to see like a Basher after that, or a full AC. AC looks really good against Shaman Wards, against the Storm, not Storm, but Brewmaster, you know, just to tank up your own team.
This game not slipping out too far out of grasp yet for Vice, but it's looking like they need to find a way, if they're going to win this game, obviously, to kill this Bristle.
If I didn't see the number on top, I would say it's like 6-7k gold lead for Execration, considering how this game is going.
That's for me.
So that means, you know, Vice is still in the game. They just need their items. Morphling, getting closer to Scotty.
Zanky getting run down now under the Firefly. Cinder Brew, not enough of a
Duel?
deterrent.
Duel? Oh no, I thought he was gonna do it. I mean, he did it twice already.
Sound strategy.
Yeah, not dueling in that situation. Although similar situations have been dueled in. Giving away damage like it shows up under their seats. And now into Roche for Execration.
Bristleback deals 350 damage per hit. Decides to...
Ooh, they found the Ember. They've got the Serpent Wards down, the Hex, the Shackle, the kill. Nicely done, and Morphling...
He's stuck.
He's stuck for a moment. There we go. That'll send Execration outside the pit.
In Dota 1, there was a command -unstuck, where you could actually unstuck if you got stuck somewhere. Not sure if that was a thing at the start of Dota 2 as well.
Lasso onto Bob again. Ooh, Ball Lightning just in time. Maybe they kill RR this time, but let's see if they get anything more out of this. Ooh. Bob, I think you're happy that they TP'd out. Going in with that little health could have been detrimental to living.
So they started a Roche. Maybe they could have used this and went into the Roche pit. There's like Morphling that deals a ton of damage. Press the attack to be able to even increase that momentum. But yeah, decided not to go for it. Probably being afraid of the possible buybacks from Execration.
You know, he still really hasn't felt like he's going to die since the laning phase ended. Do Execration go back for this Roche? Or do they definitely need a pick-off to go for it?
Smoke. Lasso's not available. Batrider showing on the bottom lane. So Vice should be careful. They probably think, yeah, they're not going to go for us. There's the pick-off.
He's rooted up, in trouble, and surviving. Oh, one last shot from the Rolling Thunder. Almost has that axe. 2 charges on the Primal Split. That would be nice, especially in these long, drawn-out fights.
And you can cancel it at any time if you do not feel like being 3 people at once. You're just, yeah, I'm coming back. I'm going to be myself.
That's how I feel. Sometimes I want to be 3 people. Sometimes I just want to be myself.
I like myself. I like being myself.
Rolling odds. They get spotted for a moment. BDZ outside the pit. 2 heroes in here looking ready to go. Bob setting up like he might Ball Lightning to snag this. But yeah, backs off. Doesn't go for it. Now they've got the Aegis on this Bristle. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Flame Break into the lasso. Bob stayed too close for too long, so he'll pay for it.
Has BKB ready, just needed Courier to deliver the recipe. So we'll have it for the next fight.
Morphling, at least at this point, has the Scotty ready to go and 1,400 gold. So he's still farming top of the net worth. Feels like that's Vice's answer at the moment, but is it? It doesn't feel like it's enough.
Morphling still needs like an item and a half to be able to, you know, just deal with all the farm that they have on Bristleback. There's also Batrider with the BKB done. BKB on Ember Spirit, 10-second one. So Shadow Shaman needs to be very careful. If he shows, Ember Spirit will just instantly go on him.
Bottom lane, Serpent Ward's committed.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Looking to grab the tier 2 tower bottom. But, oh, Bob! Close to getting caught by Ken. Dangerous positioning.
Bob is a madman.
Yeah.
You know, he really likes to toy with other players, play around with them, see how things are gonna go. Sometimes it backfires, sometimes Bob looks like a god.
Top tower has fallen.
Other times, not godly. Falling back to earth, and there's the Ags for the Brew. So 2 charges on the Primal split. Is 2 charges like that worth Ags price?
Yeah. I think new Ags feels much better than the previous one, that's for sure. And like having 2 charges, if you get the good timing on the Aghanim Scepter, then it feels really, really strong.
Do you like the Shard for Brew?
Didn't see too much out of it, tested it in the lobby. You know, you have AoE Disarm, so that's a good one.
So Morphling.
Not sure you get the value from it here. Like Bristleback still deals damage through the Quill Spray. Ember Spirit, not the hero that just right-clicks people.
I'm just waiting for a time where we would see it, and for the most part, we've just been seeing Brews in the 5, where it's been non-existent. So Abyssal next for Bristleback. Yowie by himself. The rest of the team starting to follow up. Cyclone into the air, looking towards the rest. If they can find anybody, they've scared him off. He still is this Aegis. They've got to kill him twice. I don't know why they're going for a hero that's as strong as he is. BDZ gets unstuck. Manta pop by Palos, ball lightning in. Down goes Rapido. He buys back. Yowi's still throwing those Quill Sprays out. Second Primal split used. RR caught. Kato gone. So 2 heroes dead on the side of Execration, but Rapido showed up again. He's got the lasso. They get the kill onto Bob. They're still working on this Bristleback. They just can't kill him. Will they finally get the first life?
Got the
lasso onto the Morphling. BDZ is here. Down goes Zenki. Palos still surviving. The buyback's been used by Zenki. He'll try to get back into this one. He's TPing over to the outpost. A waveform away from Palos, and now they might turn their attention over towards Ken, but that's all the while that Palos is getting chased and killed by a Bristle who still has 2 lives.
They cannot kill him, like he's just impossible to kill twice. Exactly, and now Brewmaster. Also, why does it show? It's some kind of a bug. Like if you look at the hero portraits on the top, the green icon says Brewmaster has his ulti available, but it's actually not.
Yeah, guess it's bugged. Maybe he's not supposed to have 2 charges.
I was like, how does he have another ulti up? Because I was just watching the top of the screen, and then I clicked, like, yeah, he already used everything. So the best way to do is still to ignore the Bristleback. Now he gets a BKB, try to Cyclone him. But still, I feel there's a couple of seconds that Brewmaster uses all of his Panda just to try to attack him, uses the first boulder on a Bristleback, which should not be the case. Like, instant ults on him and just go for the rest. It might feel like you can kill him, but you cannot right now. Not with the Aegis.
He was low for so long, and And they couldn't even kill him once. After all that onslaught that he just ate.
He also has 26% status resistance with the Heaven's Halberd and the Titan's Liver.
How do you break through this guy? You've had all this time, but he's been farming really well. He's almost in the Abyssal. It seems scary to think about any option of killing this Bristleback, especially when he's got an Aegis in his hands.
Aegis is now gone, so it's going to be much easier for Wise to take a fight. Jump from Rapido. Let's see if he can get anything.
Ooh.
If Batrider can get a first jump, there is a counterplay from Legion Commander. If Legion is not close, Execration should still be able to just take a fight 4 versus 5. Remember, Batrider bought back in the previous fight, so needs to be a bit more careful. You know what I want to see? I don't think anyone ever done that. Where you win a game with the Batrider, you use the Firefly to draw GG with the Firefly.
In script?
Yeah?
Yeah. You can get it.
It's doable.
You've got the duration. NA, that's on you. I think that's something that we'd see in that region. Get on it. Next Batrider game, I'm expecting it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Style points.
Yeah, for sure. Big style points. Butterfly almost finished for Morphling. He's got the Eagle Song. He's holding the quarterstaff in his backpack. And the Talisman has now been purchased. It will be delivered to Palace. Viscous Nasal Goo just one.
Full Butterfly on him right now. They have like nothing to pierce through the evasion. They don't rely that much on the right clicks anyway. Let's see.
Primal Split once again. Ball laning in. Silence immediately onto the Coddle, but they land the lasso on a Bob. They take out this Storm immediately. So much damage done to this Storm Spirit just to wipe him out so fast. And Yoey, he pops the BKB. Doesn't care about these Serpent Wards. They'll look over at the Morphling as well as this Brewmaster.
Second split.
And there's the second split. Morphling, waveform out. He's been disarmed. They'll look over at the Ember. Can they even get Ken? He's low, slight. But eventually, Onryu does get this kill. The Earth Panda now on the run, as it's all by himself. However, BDZ trying to roll, trying to get away. Press the attack, and the right clicks with the adaptive strike will finish him off. They get a couple out of that. They lose Bob very early. However, at least it's something going the way of Vice Esports.
Morphling is super farmed right now. Going for the BKB next. A Roche. Let's see when Roche is going to respawn. Minute and 30 seconds. So yeah, play around the Morphling. Bob needs to be more careful how he jumps in. Pretty much the only hero that controls him is the Batrider. Possibly Ember Spirit with the chains.
Ken's been like the only big casualty in these fights for Execration. Surprisingly. But again, they still just can't get through this Bristleback. I hate to reiterate it 8 billion times, but I mean, that's
we have to say it. They tried multiple times.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Still not successful. Those are 3 deaths from the laning stage, remember? So
Yeah,
he did
more.
not die for like 25 plus minutes.
Storm. BKB is still 10 seconds. He couldn't even get it off in that previous fight.
I'm over here. Over here now.
Lightning away again. Brew on the high ground. Blink. Lasso. Catches him. But he's done it for a moment. Does he have time? No, he doesn't. No Primal Split, and Zenki not able to help.
Wise is trying to make a move on a different side of the map. Shaman showing top. Bob pops the invis, TPs to the outpost. They thought someone's gonna show up and they get a pick off. Didn't happen. Lost 2 heroes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So they'll go for the mid-tier 2. Meanwhile, Shadow Shaman putting pressure on the top lane.
Dire's middle tower
But
has fallen.
he's been spotted. Hex, silence. Did it have the damage for the kill with the Vortex and the Shackles? Certainly do. They take out Rapido. Bob, he can still get something done. It's just been very tough for him inside these full team fight engagements.
Yeah, I would still prefer
Radiant's
if
top tower is under
he
attack.
gets
Ooh,
like
Revenant forward. Bob
the
still in
Lincoln
trouble.
Sphere first item. BKB does not have a TP. I still
No, he
think
has
his
no mana.
TP was even on cooldown. Who's TPing? That's Morphling. They're stopping. They're afraid.
Fallen.
Wow. A little surprised considering it felt like that Storm was out of options for himself, but maybe some help from Palace if he were to come over. I think they might have had an opportunity to just kill that Storm and maybe leave the Morphling. Don't want to risk it though. So Abyssal for the Bristleback. Abyssal or a Bristle?
A Bristleblade?
A Bristleblade.
Sure, I'm down with that. Roshan dropping low. Bang goes in. That's a good rolling thunder.
Yeah, hitting on a 2.
Now roll up.
Roll up right on top. Getting stunned up by Roche. Oh, he's in, and now the Abyssal Blade. Brewmaster, he's low, but he gets the split off. BKBs are popped by both the Bristle as well as the Ember. Going to the back lines looking with that silence as well as the Vortex. Zanky's dead, 5 positions out of this fight. They also don't have a Bat Rider for 13 more seconds. Ball Lightning in, they'll find BDZ. He was a thorn in their side for a moment, but finally they kill him off. He'll buy back immediately.
Radiant are
Ember
scanning.
Spirit and Batrider need to use their abilities multiple times in a fight for Bristleback to be able to deal the damage, even though he has Abyssal Blade for himself, you know, just more control. All right,
From a
good jump.
distance, just fall back. Silence is there, but the Abyssal Blade, Bob gone. Blown up. Serpent Wards are down. The BKB's been popped by the Bat Rider. However, they've got Yoli surrounded. Do they have the damage he's getting?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they do. They finally break through the bristles on his back and rip into the core and kill him. 84 seconds. He's got no buyback. Oh, back to form. Was just a split second away from stopping